Welcome back yet again to Joe Stunner Boxing. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm not doing too bad. I thought I'd throw my 2 cents into the argument regarding Anthony Joshua and his, step aside money, the decision to take the step aside money and all that stuff. Well, look, a few months ago, before there was all this issue with breaking up with Rob McCracken and all that, I said I was in the minority probably who said he should take the rematch with Usyk, because my reasoning was, and this was again long before he was breaking up and choosing a new trainer, breaking up with McCracken and choosing a new trainer. I thought, well, go in with Usyk again. I would have picked Usyk to win, but you do another 12 rounds with the guy. You haven't ducked him. You've tried. You've done 24 rounds with the elite heavyweight, or an elite heavyweight certainly. So you're going to learn from that. And if you could give a good account of yourself, there's no shame in losing to Usyk, who is a great fighter and future Hall of Famer. Then Joshua started to talk about new trainers, and of course, if you're objective and have any sort of intelligence or intellectual intelligence, you will adjust your opinion accordingly as circumstances change. And I thought, okay, if he does get a new trainer, and it's come to pass that he and McCracken will not carry on working together, at least not with McCracken as the head trainer, then in my view, everything changes, and he should not take the rematch with Usyk. Therefore, in my opinion, taking the step-aside money is the wise decision. Because if you've got a new trainer, first of all, you've got to presume that it's going to work with the new trainer, that you are a good fit, intellectually, mentally, emotionally, as well as all the technical stuff, the conditioning, the tactical stuff. You've got to gel with your trainer on an emotional, on a psychological level as well. All these things come into place. In my opinion, and I made a video of this, Andy Lee would have been a good fit with Joshua, because he understands the technicalities of boxing. He understands tactics, but he's also quite a cerebral guy and he's a very, very calm, rational, reasoned guy. He's learnt from Adam Booth and, of course, Emmanuel Stewart. I mean, two guys who definitely had the element of understanding the boxing psyche. He would have been a good fit, Andy Lee, for Joshua, but it ain't going to happen. I knew it wouldn't happen, but that was just the guy I think would be the best fit. Whoever Joshua goes with, even presuming that it's going to be a good a good connection between the two, it takes months and months for the things that you decide to work on to come to fruition. You can't just have a quick camp. The Usyk rematch is just around the corner. What is it, 3 months? What can you do in 3 months? Okay, a new set of eyes might freshen things up a bit. But even presuming that you've got the right guy as a replacement, are things really going to gel within 3 months to the point where you can take on an elite heavyweight like Usyk, who's already beaten you? I personally don't think so. I think the better option is for Joshua to take that step-aside money, go away, maybe for a year, work with your new trainer. If it works, if things are rocking and rolling, then you work on these things with repetition until they become second nature. Then you take a fight or two with a top 15 guy just to put those new ideas into operation, all the while building up your mental strength, your confidence, as well as the technical side of things. And then you make a run for the heavyweight title, whether it's Usyk, whether it's Fury, no matter who the hell it is, you go for them. And the opportunities will always be there, because Anthony Joshua is a big name. He sells out stadiums. Okay, so give it a year, give it 2 years even, to work with a new guy. It's a new page, a blank canvas. You work with him. You get everything sorted out that you need to, physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, tactically. You get it all in place. You have a couple of dress rehearsals with a couple of top 15 guys. Then you make a run for the title again. I think that's the most sensible thing to do. 15 million quid, step aside money, whatever it is, take it. Go away, the pressure's off you, rebuild, work on all those things. Joshua at the moment, certainly over the last few months, has been mentally, he's been a mess. It's almost like a meltdown. The interviews, the contradictions, he's overthinking things, he doesn't know what to do, he wants to do this, he wants to try that. He's looking for his identity as a fighter, he's lost it. Almost like he's lost his identity as a man. And if you've had that identity thrust upon you as being the heavyweight champion of the world, and he was the heavyweight champion of the world, the pressure is immense. And when things don't go your way and you lose a couple of fights, as Joshua has, you begin to doubt yourself. The identity is cracked. It leaves a gap. And what are you going to replace that with? What's going to fill that gap? Because something has to fill it. It can't be a void. This is you you're talking about. This is your life. This is what you are. This is what defines you, supposedly, at least in the eyes of others. So you have to fill that gap or rebuild, or maybe repair those cracks. Maybe get your identity back, or maybe get an amended version of it. And I think Joshua can do this with the right help. But he needs to strip things down, get his new trainer in place, get a stripped down team, go away and work on it for a year, at least a year. And in the meantime, let Usyk and Fury and the others do their thing. Let them sort it out. Look how much time Fury takes off. He has his issues, so he takes off a couple of years. He's do the same thing. Joshua's had hard fight after hard fight after hard fight. Loads of training camps without a break. He's proved himself to be a warrior. Okay, he's taken on his mandatories. He's never ducked anyone. I've seen some bullshit spoken by some of these so-called boxing YouTube channels. The amount of crap they speak. Joshua's only interested in money. Joshua's a coward, These fat cunts sitting on their sofa, stuffing their face, talking bullshit, throwing these insults around. It's astounding, So ignore all that bullshit. Ignore all those insignificant little, mice running around. No lion should be scared of a mouse. They're just full of shit. Ignore them. Go away, do your thing, build yourself up, and then come back when you're ready. That would be my advice. But hey, Joshua's going to do what he wants to do, isn't he? And I wish him well. I think he's a good fighter, What do you think? What's your opinion? Leave it below in the comments. This is just my spiel, my opinion. You can agree with it or not, I don't mind. But thanks for listening to this video. If you're new to the channel and you could subscribe, that'd be a great thing. I'd love that. I want to build the channel up a bit, so if you could subscribe, that'd be fantastic. If you like the video, hit the like button. If not, hit the dislike button, Hey, that's life. We have choices. But thanks for your time. I always appreciate your time. Look after yourself. And hey, I'll speak to you soon. Be good. Bye-bye.